Hey, 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 Francine here. And tonight I am cooking a chicken fricassee. That's right. So we're going to listen to a little Cajun Zydeco music, maybe a little country here and there. And I hope you enjoy this video. This is my recipe that I have perfected through the years. And it's probably my most favorite Cajun dish. I make this when I feel bad. My family's tired of it sometimes, especially like my oldest son. If I say I'm making chicken fricassee, he's like, no. Because I have probably cooked it about 2 to 3 times a month. I love it. Anyway, I love it, and I did a poll on my Facebook page. If you would like to follow me on Facebook, my name is Francine Gauthier, and I also have a business page called Francine Full Circle. That's right. And you can check it out, the poll. I gave them the choice between chicken fricassee and meatball stew, and 60-something% picked fricassee. But don't worry, all you meatball stew lovers, I plan on doing a meatball stew next week. So let's flip this around so you can see what I'm about to do. Okay, everybody, so this is what's going on. I have already rinsed and cleaned off my chicken breast. For many, many years, I never did that. I thought that was kind of silly. But after seeing some of the things that happen in the news and these places where we get our chicken, I'm kind of like, maybe it's a good idea to rinse them off and clean them. So I've already rinsed them off, cleaned them. I'm going to marinate them with some Worcestershire, and then I'm going to come back and season. So what I like to do is, I like for it's hard to do this holding the phone, y'all, sorry about that. I like to sprinkle this on top and let it sit at room temperature for approximately 30 minutes. I actually have a whole nother tray of these chicken breasts, but if you're cooking this for a small family, 1 large pack of chicken thighs is probably enough. I can't do anything in small numbers, so I've doubled this. I like chicken thighs instead of chicken breast because thighs have more flavor. They're juicier and they're not near as dry. And they just, oh my gosh, they just work so good for a fricassee. If you want to throw in a couple of legs, that's fine. But I find that I really cook my chicken fricassee for quite a while, so my meat kind of starts to fall apart. So the legs end up being just bones in the fricassee. So this is what we're going to do for now. 30 minutes sitting here. I'm going to get the other chicken breast ready to marinate. And then we're going to come back in a few seconds, and I'm going to show you how I season them. This is the roux that I cooked. I have the video that I have done separately on the roux, and I will be posting that on my page, on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check out how I make my fricassee roux, please feel free to do so. If you do not want to invest your time in making a homemade roux, I completely understand. A jar of Savoy's roux will work just fine. Not a jar. Don't do a jar. If you do a jar, it's going to become bitter and it will not be good. But I would say about 1/2 cup of roux from Savoy's or Richard's dark roux will work if you do not feel like doing this. Hey everyone, we are back. These chicken thighs have been marinating in this Worcestershire for about 30 minutes. We are going to go ahead and start seasoning these. And I'm going to start with sea salt on this side. I'm sprinkling pretty liberally. There we go. Make that salt dance, y'all. Okay, here's some black pepper. Okay. A little bit of cayenne. A little bit of granulated garlic. Onion powder. And then what we're going to do is we're going to season the other side with my secret sauce. I'm joking, it's not secret. Okay. Sprinkle a little bit, let it rain. And then we're gonna, this right here, y'all. Okay, if you don't have this, Tony's seasoning will work. You just have to be careful with Tony's because it has more salt than this. This has more of a spicy taste. This is my favorite. Okay. And then over here, what we're gonna do, look at our root, y'all, look how pretty. We are going to brown the chicken in grapeseed oil.
What's this one name? Iron Man.
No, Black Panther.
Oh, Black Panther.
On a medium to high heat. And we will be back with you once this is hot enough to start browning the chicken. Okay, everyone, here we go. The oil, the grapeseed oil is definitely hot enough. I like to start my chicken off browning bone side down. Do you hear that sound? Ah, beautiful. And the smell, the aroma is phenomenal. This browning process takes approximately 30 to 45 minutes. Oops, wrong side. So we will be back shortly. Hey everyone, we are gonna go ahead and flip our chicken thighs to brown, lightly brown the skin side. I find that if you put the fire too high on this, it's going, ooh, look how pretty that is. It will take the skin off, and we don't want to lose the skin on our chicken breasts. I mean, our chicken thighs. Look how gorgeous. Maybe they'll hire me in the opera, right, Betty?
Oh, yeah.
If anybody's wondering who I'm talking to, it is my husband. He's filming for me. I'm going to go ahead, while this is lightly browning, I'm going to go ahead and add a few more chicken thighs over here. This side has been seasoned. This just helps kind of speed up the process. And I'm going to season this side with a little bit of Raging Cajun. Okay? What I do like to do is for my skin side, I will add a little bit of this chicken stock because I do not want my skin to stick to the pot. Okay? So what this does is it helps kind of release the chicken skin so that it does not get stick to the bottom of this pot, and that way my skin is still on my thighs.
Don't
at the
put
end
too much stock
of the
in
meal.
that.
Whatever. Richie thinks he's funny. We'll let y'all decide that. Okay, so here we go. We'll be back in a few. Okay, here we go. This is what you want your skin on your thighs to look like. Right here. You don't want them to pull apart. So if you feel like your heat is too high, these could go longer. So what we're going to do is, this is what I do. I move these over, and I take these that are lighter than what I would like, and I put them skin down.
Where the greenies are.
Oops, that needs to go a little longer. This one's perfect. I'm going to move this one over. This one is perfect. I'll move that one over. These are my new chicken thighs. Oh, and we have this one right here. Okay. All right, so that needs to be a little darker. So here we go. This is what you want your skin on your thighs to look like. Right here. You don't want them to pull apart. So if you feel like your heat is too high, these could go longer. So what we're going to do is, this is what I do. I move these over, and I take these that are lighter than what I would like, and I put them skin down.
Where the greenies are.
Oops, that needs to go a little longer. This one's perfect. I'm going to move this one over. This one is perfect. I'll move that one over. These are my new chicken thighs. Oh, and we have this one right here. Okay. All right, so that needs to be a little darker. So I'm about to up the fire. Not too much though, because we really want to keep the skin on. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what makes the fricassee. You see this beautifulness happen here. We already have the ones that have been browned and cooked as much as we want. We have the gravy here, not the gravy, but like this. Okay, so this is beautiful. It's ready to pull out. I'm gonna put it in there. You definitely have to watch these because you don't want them to stick. So this is what I kind of do. I kind of like do that little maneuver there. Yes, that's the word, maneuver. Woo! I wish they could smell this. We got a lot of haters. Must be doing something right. Okay, so this is what I like to do. It's kind of like weird, but this is what I like. This is all of the juices from the marinade.
And the seasoning.
And the seasonings. And I just pour it over these chicken thighs.
And the extra blood.
Well, it cooks out. It's okay. Okay, don't freak people out. Don't call the Louisiana State Department, what? Cooking on me.
It's kind of funny.
But look how beautiful this is. Say what? And then once we add that, oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Everybody, look at this. This beautifulness, okay? What happened was this side of the pot was cooking hotter than this side. So I moved all of my chicken over here. And all of the chicken thighs that are already ready, look how beautiful that is, are in this bowl. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just on a very, very low heat, making sure these thighs cook to a golden, pretty brown on top. So I'm just gonna flip them over and I'm leaving this side like it is. Once we add our onions in this, Richie, what do you call that? What's that?
It's gonna pull up all the grimace.
Grimace. I can't roll my tongue.
Grimace.
Grimace. Grimace. Grimace.
Totally wrong, but close enough. Grimace.
Grimace.
Seriously?
I'm trying.
You're gonna have to work on that.
All right, come over here. All right, so I'm gonna let that cook a little bit. All right, Richie's my husband. Richie chopped the onions. These are, you know, medium-sized chop. The celery, I chopped the celery.
Good job.
Fine dice, yes. I chopped the green onions. What? And I'm going to show you how to chop the parsley. So, okay, so what I do is, you see these little sticky thingies right here? I'm going to pull those out. I'm going to take this and I'm going to roll it really, really tight. I'm going to tuck this under. Okay? And then I'm going to come in and just try not to chop your finger off. Come this way. I am not a professional chef, therefore you're seeing me chop this. Still learning.
That's fancy.
It's fancy chopping there. I'm a fancy chopper. Watch out your fingers.
Chopper style.
Oh Lord, day. I don't even know what that means, but something to do with football fans and dancing, I think.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Do we want to be chopper style?
Sure.
Okay. Well, let's just chopper style. Fast, 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 fast. Boom, done. Parsley's done. Okay. So here we have 3 medium to large size yellow onions, 4 stalks of celery, some green onions, and chopped parsley. We are at the stage now where all of the chicken, in my opinion, is beautiful and browned. So I'm going to remove these chicken thighs. And the next step we're going to do is, that's too much oil. If I'm so we're going to remove a lot of it. We're going to put it in this glass right here. Look at that. You don't. Okay, so part of what makes a fricassee is that it's a fat, like you do have oil in your gravy, but we don't need this much. We want you to live a long and happy life, not be cut out short because you do not drain all of this grease. Okay? So I'm gonna leave just enough to saute my onions, celery, and garlic. Okay, let's see. One more scoop, and I'm gonna leave the rest.
Can't take all the fun out of it.
I know, right? We're gonna gamble just a little bit. I need... Oh, here we go. Okay, so watch this happen. Okay, you ready? Now, we've been practicing since you last, like, you know, hold on back. We have been practicing the word grimise.
That's pretty good.
That's this stuff right here, grimise. I like to throw an Italian touch with it and say grimise. Grimise.
Green.
Grimise.
There you go.
Look at that. Okay, here we go. Chopped yellow onions. And we're gonna let it soak up the grimise.
The oils and...
The grimise are all this stuff down here, and it is like what makes your gravy. Okay? So we're gonna saute this for probably a good 10-15 minutes. I want these onions to become clear. Okay? And if y'all could smell this, oh, Richie. How does it smell?
Beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous.
I'm glad I have a long shirt on.
Oh my gosh. So you see it's kind of pulling up. My onions, even though we want them to be clear, they're going to start to turn brown because they're pulling up all of this amazing stuff. What you can also do to give it a little bit of moisture is add a little bit of chicken stock. And this is what's going to happen. It's going to soften up that bottom. Okay? So I will probably throw a little bit of this in there every 5 to 10 minutes until all of this stuff on the bottom has been lifted up.
Cleans the pot.
Yes, I'm going to clean the pot slowly. Look at this already. How gorgeous. So we're at the point now where our onions are clearing up like I want. But I also, can you zoom in over here, buddy? I have all of this grimise down here that I need to lift up off the pot. Okay, so what I like to do is I add the chicken stock periodically, and that helps bring up the what?
Grimise.
The grimise. Hold on, turn this thing off. It's loud. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can see where I'm adding it here. Come over here, buddy. Zoom in my head. You want all of this off.
That helps with the gravy.
Yes.
Make it.
This is going to be the game changer in your gravy. I promise you. Okay? This is a process. It doesn't happen fast. You have to be very patient and you have to be careful not to burn it. But just take your chicken stock, add it, break it up, let it simmer down and cook a little bit more, then break it up again. Okay, my little side chef Richie had to go take care of the children and get them bathed and ready for bed. So the onions are done. They are perfect and beautiful. We are now going to add the celery and bell pepper. I did not show you that in my video earlier. I am so sorry. It totally escaped my my nana brain that I needed bell pepper in this meal as well. So we have basically 4 stalks of celery and 1 bell pepper chopped. Okay, so I'm gonna let this simmer and saute down. Add a little bit more chicken stock as we go in order to finish up taking up all of the grimise. I really need a lesson on that word, y'all. I'm Cajun, but there are just some things that I struggle with, and that's one of the words. So I guess I'm not Cajun all the way. So I'm just going to throw a little bit of chicken stock in there and let this like soften up and do its beautiful thing. Let's do a, oh wait, this is going to be a separate video. Sneak peek, y'all. I'm doing some smothered limas. And this is our ham steak that we're going to use for it. Okay, everybody. My cameraman is bathing my grandchildren, so here we go. I'm putting in the chopped garlic so that it can saute. Garlic is definitely one of the things that you want to put last in your browning and sauteing session because it doesn't take much for it to burn. So we do not want our garlic to burn. I'm going to let this cook in and simmer down for about 2 minutes. Okay, we are now going to add, I believe this is 2 quarts of chicken broth to our sauteed mixture. And y'all, if y'all can smell this, oh my God, that smells amazing. Okay, so we're gonna like simmer this down and loosen up all the stuff on the sides with our mixture. And then we're going to add some chicken stock in a couple of minutes once this gets good and going. Look how beautiful. And we have not even added the roux yet. Y'all hear this music? What the heck? What is playing on my radio? Charlie Daniels Band. Nope, we're going to skip that. What the heck? Here we go. I'm ready to add this back. Woo! Let's get this going on a ball. Okay, I've added my 2 quarts of home-cooked chicken broth. Now I'm going to add the rest of the box of chicken stock that I was using to brown my chicken. And then I have another full box of it that I'm going to go ahead and add. Once this comes to a boil, then I will add our homemade roux. It is time to put this beautiful roux into our gravy mixture. And you need your water boiling for this part. You do not put your roux in cold water. If you do, it will separate. Okay? So if you're doing your own, let's say you have this recipe and you don't cook as much chicken. Let's say you do 1 pack of chicken thighs, then you can do half of this roux mixture. We're doing this much roux mixture because we have 2 packs of chicken. So if you're going to do a jar of roux, I would suggest 2 to 3 tablespoons of the roux. But if you're going to do the amount of chicken that we're doing, then you want about 3/4 of a cup. The roux has been added, and we are going to boil this for about 15-20 minutes. Then we'll add the chicken back in. Now we add the chicken thighs to our amazing and most beautiful roux fricassee mixture, y'all. How beautiful is this? Like, seriously. It's not working for me. Here we go. Okay, we're going to add in 3 bay leaves. I'm going to stir this a bit, not too much. I don't want my chicken to fall apart too much.
Gently.
I'm going to gently stir this. But look how beautiful, y'all. This makes me so happy. All right. I'm gonna put the lid on and we're gonna cook this for 1 hour on a low to medium heat. There we go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Last night, sister over here got tired, and so I could not finish the uploading of the video. So here we are the next night, and this is probably the prettiest chicken fricassee I've ever made. It just came out absolutely beautiful. So, I don't remember what I ended with last night, but I'm pretty sure I did not show y'all that I added, hold on, let me turn my music down. I added fresh Italian parsley and sliced green onions and cooked this for, look, so much so that it's like kind of falling apart. What? Look at this. Okay. And then here we had our lima beans with ham, onions, and garlic smothered down. The key ingredient to the lima beans, absolutely hands down, without a doubt, if you want some amazing tasting lima beans and our black eyes, use this. I know that seems weird. Trust me. Texture barbecue seasoning, and it's very hard to find. Is fantastic on your southern bean dish, along with onions and garlic, of course. So here we go, and here is the finished dish. I have the jasmine rice with the rice and gravy, fresh green onions, the chicken thigh smothered and topped with the gravy, garnished with parsley, Italian, and our lima beans.